Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Connectivity and Telecommunications Practice video series. I'm the practice lead and your host, Purva Rajkotia. Today, we have with us Anmol Anubhai, who is the chairman of the new Industry Connections program titled User Centered Approach to Designing a User Interface for Rural Communities. Welcome, Anmol, to this series.
Thanks, Purva.
Anmol, can you, for the benefit of the audience, if you can just introduce yourself, the new IC program that you are leading, and the mission of your particular and the mission of this particular program?
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Anmol. I'm a design researcher by profession. I have a background in engineering and human-computer interaction and design. So UI UX, but then also just using qualitative and quantitative design research methods to build technologies that are people first instead of being tech first. And I've worked for a variety of teams at companies such as Google, Uber, and Amazon. And I also led this little startup that I did with two of my colleagues, Shashwat and Rahul, under Professor Mehul Rawal back in India, that focused on educating women in rural parts of India about maternal healthcare issues. It was called Kahini. And that, in fact, got me thinking how we really need to come together as a community to really see how we can better understand these sensitive populations, right, like rural communities, and better understand what these obstacles are that they face. It could be a lack of tech literacy, literacy overall, us pushing a lot of jargon onto them, and them therefore not being able to fully leverage technologies for a variety of spaces and domains like healthcare and easy access to healthcare information. Take, for example, COVID and the COVID app, right? Like they're not being able to successfully use it and sign up for vaccination appointments. They're often there is also like a language barrier. So how can we translate it and make it really simple to digest and comprehend, that they can use technology for healthcare information, but then also moving ahead, education, agriculture, and so many other similar spaces and domains. So we really want to bridge that gap, and that is what this community is going to be all about. It's going to be people first, and we are going to focus on understanding them better. Yeah.
Thank you, Anmol. So, what are the real world issues we are trying to address here?
Right. So, even when I was working on Kahini, my startup, right, I think one thing that we saw is that we as people who belong to almost a different type of persona, or coming from communities who have always had access to certain types of resources and education, we have a lot of myths and we tend to stereotype when it comes to understanding rural populations and what their needs are. It's only when we actually go on field and do qualitative and quantitative research, we actually understand what the needs are, right? Like, for example, when we started off working on Kahini, we thought we'll come up with this fancy diagnosis device that uses AI ML. And then when we went on field, we realized that the actual challenge was completely different. And by we, I mean me, Rahul, and Shashwat. It was a team of three. And when we did this, we realized that we actually want to focus on education tools, and that too using audio. So very simple solution if you come to think about it, right? Like an IVR system, an interactive voice response system, and there is no fancy computer vision or AI ML at play. But that is what we want to do even here as a community, which is we want to not focus on how best we can add that fancy bit of AI ML or any other form of technology, but instead focus on what are these myths that we have, what are these myths that seem to emerge out of us unfortunately stereotyping these communities, and how can we move past that? How can we go and educate ourselves about what their realities are and what are the challenges they face, so that we can then help them and bridge that gap using technology, if technology at all is the answer. If it's not, then maybe we explore and investigate other channels of reaching out to them and solving their problems. Yeah.
Thanks, Anmol. So, and what makes it urgent that we need to address these issues now?
Right. So, now especially, so again, I'm going to first talk about coming from a community that is more tech centered, right? Like I come from this community that works on developing AI/ML, IoT technology solutions. I've always done that previously, but I think what I see a lot of is that these forms of technologies, these platforms are increasingly getting democratized. We now want to make them available for all. It's not about one specific user segment. And as a lot of teams at some of these tech companies call them, next billion users are what we now need to focus on. So developing countries, rural communities, how can we make these technologies available to them? Because especially now when there are technologies such as AI, ML at play, and when there is data gathering, we want to make sure that everyone is represented, including these sensitive populations. We cannot completely disqualify the important and very crucial role that they play, and the value that they add to our community today, to our society today. So therefore, we want to, as this IEEE community, adopt a society-centered approach and make sure that we're including them, we're inviting them into this discussion and also building for them. So I think, like for example, the COVID app, right? Like everybody needed to sign up for the vaccine. So how can we come up with this very complex information architecture using app that also uses complex terms and almost make it impossible for people to sign up? I think the stakes are really high, right? So how can we just like bust these walls that we have built and make technology available for all is what we are trying to focus on as this community.
Thank you, Anmol. And again, I think this is good insights for our audience. And again, thank you everyone for watching this. Please visit the IEEE SA Rural Communications Program webpage, ieeesa.io/rural, and learn more about our activities and how you can get involved in this particular program. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.